Hey guys, what's up my dudes? Hey, I'm just gonna do a quick little update today. I know that earlier in the week I posted a video really worried about my plants and how they were doing. Worried that they may be lost, that I may have drowned them, that I may have underwatered them. Just trying to figure out like a lot of the answers on why they are starting to look sick and such. And well, the good news is after watering, I want to show you that plants are resilient. They're going to come back to life. So I had some I'm still, I don't know what this fruit is when it pops. It's either squash or zucchini, and I'm going to stop guessing at this point. I'm just going to start calling my squashini, because I don't know what it is. So I showed it to you earlier this week and it was crispy. It was the worst looking one that I had. It still doesn't look great, but as you can see, these are my brown leaves that I had earlier in the week that were turning yellow, and I was like, oh, it's underwatered. But it's underwatered, but it's actually underwater. Look at that bright green growing on there. Same thing with my cucumbers over here. So you can see like how yellow they are, but also there is fresh new growth on every single one of them that is significantly darker than what we had going on. I think it's most evident in this guy who turned the most yellow, but has that nice dark green going on at the center. My watermelons were looking kind of yellow if you go back and look at that video, but as you can see, they're starting to get their stuff back together. Yeah, so don't give up on your plants. And do me a favor, share this video. Maybe some random person that I don't know that's hating themselves for how bad their garden's doing will see how bad that I've done, and maybe they'll be encouraged that they can do just a little bit better than me. This channel is about gardening and building people up and helping garden. Not that I'm trying to beat myself down, because I forgive myself, but yeah, you never know how you're going to encourage people, and sometimes you encourage people through your failures and your resiliency, and just keep battling back. Show you a couple more. Sorry, the sun keeps getting in your eyes probably. Show you a couple more plants that weren't doing so well that I think have turned the corner. This guy right here is my butternut squash. He got really fragile when the leaves turned. You can see they're like dark yellow down there. But there's bright green growth going on. Then I got my cantaloupes over here. We got some flowers going. Proof that I have abused my plant, and proof that it still wants to grow. Don't give up on your plants. One more thing before I let you guys go. One of my videos, I was telling you about how you could see leaves starting to curl on tomato plants, specifically when it's underwatered. So right here is a good example. This is curling. It is definitely not drooping. So yeah, I need to water my tomato plants. I watered them a little bit. I didn't see that leaf there, so I think I'm gonna water them a little bit more. Yeah, but just a little tomato checkup. We got them growing. They are looking gorgeous. They're growing all over the place now, so that's really cool. While I got the camera out, might as well show you. Got some nice little cherry tomatoes going. This guy right here is kind of tiny, but got some cherries going on here. Got some stuff going on here. Got my little Roma guy. He actually started, I thought I saw a tomato. Look at that. This guy right here. That is a little baby tomato. And I killed this guy with a weed eater earlier. Hey, so while I was talking to you guys, my neighbor interrupted me and offered me some tips on my house. Gave me a hose to use and a sprayer and all that fun stuff. Yeah, because I've been using this little pail over here. Let's see. This guy right here. That's what I go to. But he offered me this sprayer. So he saw me running pail after pail after pail of water. He's like, you need a hose. But the only thing is, my house ain't got a spigot outside. But anyway, so he was like, go check your basement. There's probably a spigot in there. There's not. But he got me thinking, and so I hooked up. I got an adapter that I bought. I went out and got my own hose. So, got this little adapter right there. The little brass piece goes into the hose that I bought. And I bought me a little sprayer as well. If you look, it's got like that little black piece right there will control the flow. Comes out really gentle for your plants. It's really easy just to like focus on spraying the base in the heat of the sun. Like, it's very directional and very gentle. My plants that were going through a crisis, they're looking better every single day. Now you can see I got these leaves right here. Those are dead, but the new growth on it is nice and green. The center, go on the other side, the center of this cucumber guy, he's nice and green. These guys coming up nice and green. My watermelon plant's starting to do what it wants, so that's cool. But one of my favorite things, my shishito peppers are really starting to show. I got this guy right here, and I got a big guy showing. Let's see. Yeah, so pretty excited about those. Those are the ones where 90% are sweet and 10% will be hot. How hot? I'll let you know. My tomatoes are going pretty good. Starting to get some real cherry tomatoes going on. These are the sunburst, like orange ones. Forget the breed, but yeah. So starting to pick up some growth on the Romas. I got that guy. Both of those hanging. Starting to get them growing up top as well. So these flowers up top are slowly starting to produce. And I bet you behind here is a little fruit. There's not. So these guys, I don't think those were pollinated. But the early girl's starting to sprout up. That's continuing to just produce. My little baby Roma plant. Look at that. That's redemption. That's made the whole season worth growing. If you remember in one of the earlier videos, I had decapitated that guy with a weed eater. It was about that big. Just a little stem sticking up. But it's resilient. Apparently tomatoes are one of the best to come back on you. Watering has went from a 3-hour task to a 40-minute task because of the hose. I have been carrying pail after pail. It's been so annoying. But these guys, I think this guy is finally starting to bounce back. It's my butternut squash. See a little bit of damage on that leaf. Then I got my cantaloupe going. They're starting to show some flowers. This guy is my peppers. That's my Tabasco. My ghost, if you look, it's starting to show a little bit of flower buds going on. Just get a close up. That's my cantaloupe flower. This guy and this guy are the ones I rehomed from their death sentence over there in the shade in the ground. Zucchinis are really starting to show. They're looking nice and big. If I back up, you can catch both of those guys going on. Let's see. This guy doesn't have as many flowers, but flowers starting to pop up. They're starting to fall off as well. If you can see that one at the bottom, that guy's falling off. That guy's still attached. So these zucchini flowers only open up in the AM. In the hot of the day, they close back. But so far, I just got male flowers showing. There's a female. It's got a little baby zucchini fruit going on it. There's another female back here with little baby zucchini fruit. Apparently those flowers open up a lot later. But once again, they only open up in the AM from what I'm hearing. I got my in-ground pepper plants going. It's hard to tell with all the ground cover. Like, I think that's called Creeping Charlie. It's like a vine that just grows along the ground. But these guys are slowly making their way about things. I read a tip today. Ants hate cinnamon. That's what the tip said. I'm going to test that out. I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon all around my beds and in my beds and see what that does. Yeah, so the other day I came home. We had like some crazy winds going through. And my peppers on the front porch were all like blown over because I didn't stake them because I didn't know any better. Even though people said, hey, stake your peppers. I'm like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. So I didn't stake them and they all fell over. I still haven't staked them, but I got supports. So I don't know if this is smart, but it's what I rigged up in the heat of the moment while the wind was still kicking. So I got some bricks going around the base. Built like a little bridge of bricks to hold these guys steady so they can't be blown over. Got little bulbs going on there. Don't know how well that's going to work. Don't know if I've just killed my bell peppers or not. But when the wind was blowing and I have nothing to stake them with, that's what I did. Yeah, so I've cut plants down. I've drowned plants. I've dried them out. And they're still being pretty resilient. Yeah. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Hope you guys have some family fun and yeah, make the best of the day. You guys are awesome.